Good morning, everyone. Today we are doing revision and we have our paper on Monday. And so we are going to revise this paper for Monday. Now you can see your fractions here, okay? So let's revise this first, or I hope you must have done the worksheet by now. So it's time for us to check the work, okay? So the first question that you see here is your addition sums, okay? Your addition of fractions here. So when you're given the addition here, just have a look at the whole numbers here. 4 plus 3. So you're going to add up the whole numbers. So I'm going to write down 7 as my whole number. Now you have to find out the LCM. I'm sure you all are very good at LCM by now, because now you have done this way back in your grade 4. So right now we are going to find out the LCM, and let's think of the two figures here, 9 and 7. So as you all know, you are all familiar with the prime numbers. So 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11 are your prime numbers. Since we don't see any number that can be divided by 2, so we move on to the second digit, that is the second prime number, 3. Okay, I'm going to write down 3 here. 3 times 3 is 9, and I'm going to put a comma and I'll just write 7 here. Then again 3 times 1 is 3, and we're going to bring this 7 down, and then we have another prime number, that's the last one. 7 ones are 7. So what do you think your LCM would be? 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7. So 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 7 is 63. All right, students. So 63 will be our LCM. I will write down the LCM here, and we're going to make this 9, the denominator, a 63. So 9 times what is giving us 63? 9 times 7. So 7 will come over here. 6 times 7 gives us a 42. You multiply the numerator. 6 7s are 42. Put the plus sign there. Okay, now 7 times what is giving us 63? 7 times 9 gives us a 63. We are going to bring this 9 up here, and 5 times 9 is giving us a 45. Now have a look at the question. Add up the figures, the numerators, put the whole number here, and add up the figures. 42 plus 45 is giving us 87. 87 upon 63. Okay, right. Do you think these numbers would cancel one another? Just have a look at the figures. Now I've already taught you how do you know to bring this number to the simplest form. Since we have 87 here and 63, all just see the numbers in the last two figures. They are not even numbers. So let's go on with the second number, that is 3. Let's see if we can divide these two figures by 3. So I will just add up the two figures. 8. This is only for the 3 times table. If you want to know that these two figures would cancel with 3 times table, so the very easiest trick is to add up the two figures here. 8 plus 7. 8 plus 7 is giving us what? It gives us 15 here. And 6 plus 3 is giving us a 9. It means these two figures can easily be cancelled by 3 times table. Okay, children, make sure whenever you come across a figure like this, and if you want to know that it can be simplified by 3 times table, then you're going to add up the two digits and you get this thing. Got it? So let's give it a try. Divide it by 3 times table. 3 times 2 is giving us 6, but it's 8 here. So 8 minus 6 gives us what? 2 here. This has become 27. 3 times 9 is giving us 27. Now, let's try this. 3 times 2 is giving us 6, and 3 times 1 is giving us 21. What do you get here? 29 upon 21. It is our answer, but what do you see here? It's an improper fraction. So when you see an improper fraction, what do you change this fraction into? An improper fraction into a mixed fraction. So I will write down my denominator will remain as it is. 21 times table is going to be 21 times 1 is giving us 21. And what to add more to make it 29? 21, 1s are 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So we'll add up 8 here. Okay. 20. Now just again try 21. 1s are 21 plus 8 gives us the same figure. So this is going to be our final answer. Okay, I'll just put this in the bubble here so that it is visible. Okay, this is our answer. Moving on to the second question. All right, again, find out the LCM, 7 and 8. The smallest prime number, let's begin with the smallest prime number, 2. 7 is not there, so we'll just drag it down here. 2 times 4 is 8. Again, bring the 2 here. Bring the 7 down here. 2 times 2 is giving us a 4. Now again, you can see a 2 here. So let's bring this 7 here. 2 times 1 is 2. And then we are left with the last digit, 7. 7 times 1 is 7. And so let's try this figure. What do you think the LCM should be? Children, you will get marks for showing the LCM. You don't show your working, you will not get the marks. So make sure you show your LCMs, please. Okay, you will get 1 mark for LCMs. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And 8 times 7 is 56. So we're going to write down 56 here. And we don't have any whole number here. So it's just going to be a simple 8 here. Okay. 7 times what is giving us 56? 7 times 8 gives us 56. So 5 times 8 will give us 40. Okay. 40 minus, and 8 times 7 gives us 56. So I will bring this up. 3 7s are 21. Okay. So we have got 40 minus 21. Okay. Now, how do you minus this? 40 minus 21. Let's try it out here. To be on a safer side, we need to subtract it here. 10 minus 1 gives us 9. And 3 minus 2 gives us 1. So 8 holds 19 upon 56. Let's try the last figures. If you see even numbers on both the sides, it can easily be cancelled by 2 times table. Let's give it a try with 3 times table. Let's try this. 1 plus 9 is giving us 10 here. And 5 plus 6 is giving us an 11 here. Both of these figures are not existing in 3 times table. So the final answer is going to be 8 whole 19 upon 56. This is going to be our answer. Children, now let's move on to multiplication of fractions here. What do we do here in this question? I will give it a try. We can either reduce it diagonally, or we can also reduce it vertically. But make sure that we never cancel 2 numerators together or 2 denominators together. All right, always remember this. So I will just try with this number first. 5 1s are 5 and 5 9s are 45. 12 1s are 12 and 12 7s are 84. So what do you think the answer will be? We are left with 1 multiplied by 7, it gives us 7. 1 multiplied by 9 gives us 9. So our final answer is 7 upon 9. Alright, hope you've all got this answer. And in case if you have got an incorrect answer, you may learn from this explanation given here. Now moving on to the fourth question. So what do you do in this? Since it's a division sign, always remember that this was also taught to you in class. When you are given a division sign, the number which is here, the 6 upon 7, will change. How? I will bring 9 upon 14 first. It will remain as it is. The division sign changes into a multiplication sign. 6 upon 7 will be flipped. Okay, so the reciprocal of 6 upon 7 will be 7 upon 6. Let's do the cancellation now. I can cancel it. I feel I can cancel it this way. So let's give it a try. 3 times 2 gives us 6. 3 times 3 gives us 9. 7 times 1 gives us 7. 7 times 2 gives us 14. So what are we left with? What's a sign in the middle? A multiplication sign. 3 ones are 3. 2 twos are 4. So this is going to be our final answer. Moving on to the second question. Express each ratio in its simplest form. Okay, so I'm going to start with, what do you think should we start with? Let's give it a try with 4 times table. Okay, I'm comfortable using 4 times table. It's all up to you. You can use 2 times table also, and also you can try other numbers too, but as long as they both can be cancelled by one particular table that you choose. So we are going to just take 4 3s are 12, bring down the 0, 4 zeros are 0, 4 times 2 8, and 4 times 1 is giving us 4. 30 ratio 21. Do you think 30 ratio 21 can be further cancelled? Yes, it can be cancelled by 3 times table. 3 times 10 is 30, and 3 times 7 is 21. So the final answer will be 10 ratio 7. Moving ahead with the second question here. 56 ratio 18. You can take 2 times table. So let's try with 2 times table. 2 times 9 is giving us 18, and 2 times 28 is giving us 56. 2 to the 4 and 2 8 is 16. Do you think can it be cancelled further? 28 ratio 9? No, it cannot. So the final answer is 28 ratio 9. Clear? Now moving on to the last part, and that is going to be our find the missing numbers. It's very simple. If this is your equivalent fractions or equivalent ratios, you can just have a look at 5 ratio 6. Where does 5 stand? Here, ratio 6, and we have 25 ratio the box. Always remember the places. 5 is going to be compared with the first number, since this is the first number and this is also the first number, so they make a pair. Then we have a ratio sign, and then 6 has to be compared with the box here. How do you think this answer is coming? 5 multiplied by what is giving us this? 5 multiply it by 5. Isn't it so? 5 times 5 is giving us 25. So the same figure 5 goes next to this number, because equivalent ratios multiply both the numbers by 5 to get your answer. 6 times 5 is giving us a 30. And if you want to just reconfirm that if this can be this would be a correct answer, just reduce it. 5 5 are 25 and 5 6 are 30. You get 5 ratio 6. Okay, just to confirm if you are correct, you can do like this also. Moving on to the second part. 9 ratio 5 ratio 6. There are 3 figures here. So what do you think 9 is going to be standing? 9 stands in the first place, so 9, the first box belongs to 9. The second figure is 5, which is the second box. This second box belongs to 5, and the sixth belongs to 42. So what if the answer which is given to us is the third one? So let's compare 6 with 42, because we've got a clue. We can match this with this last number with the last number here. So 6 times what is giving us a 42? 6 times 7 gives us a 42. Isn't it so, children? So whatever I have written here, multiply 7 is going to be written here, and it has to be written here as well. Okay, 9 times 7 is giving us 63. You need to be very good at your tables. If you don't remember tables, children, then you will be in trouble. Okay, 5 sevens are 35. So you got your answer. Again, if you want to just make yourself sure, you can again reduce it to, you will get the same thing here. Now moving on to the third part. Third part is what? 3 ratio 7 ratio 4. Okay, we've got a clue. 3 is going to be compared with the first digit. 7 is going to be with the second box. Third with the third box. So 3 multiply by what gives us a 24? 3 8s are 24. Same goes here. Multiply by 8, multiplied by 8. All equivalent ratios, 7 8s are 56, and 4 8s are 32. So the answer is 24 ratio 56 ratio 32. Hope you all got the answer. And in case if you don't get one, no problem. You can try it again and do your corrections, and you will learn better than that. I mean, if it's a mistake, so you don't have to get upset about it. I will look at the lecture and you will understand it better. Okay? All right, now we come to the word problems. That's the last part of the worksheet today. The ratio of apples to bananas in a basket is 5 ratio 9. What did they say first? Apples is first, bananas come next. What is the first fruit that you see? Apples. The second fruit is the bananas there. So 5 is actually the apple, the first one, compared with the first thing, and the second figure is going to be compared with the bananas. Okay, so the question that they are asking here, and there were how many apples here? There were 15 apples. How many bananas are there in the basket? Very simple. Apples to bananas. So what will you do here? Since we have got the ratio for apples here, so we're going to just write an apples ratio bananas. Okay, ratio is 5 ratio 9. How many apples there? 5. How many bananas? Ratio. This is the ratio, right? 5 ratio 9. How many apples are there? There are 15 apples. So what are we going to multiply this to get 15? And there are 15 apples. Okay, it's given in here like this. Remember this. So apples ratio bananas, write down the ratios here, and apples are 15. So what do you think you should multiply to get a 15? Of course, you will multiply this by 3. 5 times 3. So again, equivalent ratios, multiply this by 3. Put the ratio sign there. 9 3s are 27. Okay, so the question is asking you, how many bananas are there in the basket? So the answer is this. There are 27 bananas in the basket. Children, I want a full answer statement. I want the whole working there. And if you miss your working or your answer statement, children, then the marks will be deducted. So make sure, write down the ratios, show your proper working, show the answer statements very well to gain marks. Okay, now moving on to the last question here. There are 120 cookies in a box. The ratio of the number of chocolate cookies to the number of vanilla cookies is 12:3. How many vanilla cookies are there? So what do you see here? Total number of cookies in the box were 120. And you see, what do you see first? The chocolate cookies here. And you see the vanilla is going to be the next one. Okay. So I'm going to write down chocolate cookies. Ratio vanilla cookies. What is the ratio? First was chocolate, the next was vanilla. 12:3. And how many total cookies were there? Total cookies were 120. So what are we going to do here? We were simply going to add up 12 plus 3. How much is it? The total ratio is 15. The question is asking you how many, just let me underline this, how many vanilla cookies are there? So when they have asked you vanilla cookies, then you will only choose the vanilla one. Okay? So I'm going to write down, since they have asked us only vanilla cookies, so I'm going to write down vanilla cookies equals to 3 upon, this is 3, right? This is for vanilla. And how much is the total ratio? 15. And how many cookies were there in the jar or in the box? 120. Okay? It's just simple multiplication of fractions. So you're just going to simplify them. It's very simple. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 5 is giving us 15. We can further cancel 5 and 120 diagonally. 5 ones are 5. 5 times 2 is 10, but this is 12. So 2 is left here. 5 times 4 is 20. So it's going to give us 24 cookies. So how many vanilla cookies are there? There are 24 vanilla cookies in the box. Or you can just write there are 24 vanilla cookies in the, or just simply write there are 24 vanilla cookies. Okay, so I hope children you have understood the lecture, the explanation that I have given, and I wish you all the best of luck to you all, and come well prepared for the exams, for the test on Monday, and practice in case if you're doing wrong, take the same question again and do the correction. I'll see these the worksheet that you have done in a rough notebook. So bye for now and have a good day.